As the art scene in Kenya has grown, the works of Michael Soi have become searing depictions of society, including the underworld of strip clubs, prostitution, and police corruption, as well as everyday contradictions in politics and personal lives. Soi says he aims to show life as it really is, and that tends to make people uncomfortable.
It's just because I choose to work on issues that a lot of Kenyan artists choose not to work with. I basically create work that would basically be seen as work that disturbs people.
For example, Soi did a series of paintings on Nairobi strip clubs, in which he says he focuses more on the men's reactions than on the women themselves. He says he likes exposing hypocrisy in society.
It's a community that basically loves to dig a hole and bury your head in the sand and pretend that these things don't happen, but unfortunately they do. Yeah.
Danda Mek is the founder of the Circle Art Agency. She says that Soi has never been afraid to push conventional limits.
I think up until recently, artists were very uncomfortable about being overtly political. They actually weren't, people were frightened to do that, and I've noticed over the last 5, maybe 7 years that it has become open. But he's still one of the forerunners because, I mean, his work's very humorous and he deliberately makes it understandable because he wants his audience to be local Kenyans who can relate to his work and understand it, as opposed to art being a sort of an elitist thing that only the upper classes can appreciate.
Mek says Soi's artwork usually amuses passers-by. In fact, she recently brought his painting of voting lines during the March elections to a show in Nairobi.
And every single person who walked past that piece laughed their heads off, you know, from the cleaner to the general manager. So I think people treat it with humour, you know. I think it's a humorous thing. But it is a subject people are a bit uncomfortable about talking about.
Issues that make Kenyans squirm are precisely the ones that Soi wants to document for future generations through his artwork.
Well, I'm basically trying to create what I'd want to call a social pictorial diary. You know, I'm just documenting this city, I'm just documenting this country at this particular moment.
And he has no plans to stop documenting these moments anytime soon. Jill Craig for VOA News, Nairobi.